Welcome back to Finnegan's Farm, welcome back to the YouTube channel, and welcome back to Workshop Wednesday. My name is Paul, and this is our team.
Hello, I'm Mick, and I'm the mechanic.
Hello, I'm Caelan Russell, and I'm the mechanic.
Hello, I'm Sean, I'm the apprentice mechanic.
Hello, my name is Marco, I love to weld. This is Bruce, this is Blake, them two, let's do it.
Don't forget to like, subscribe to the videos, and comment if you want, and we will get back to you. So, in for repair today, we have our Manitou, we also have a Steyr in. We have an update on the grubber, we also have an update on the mini digger, and an update on the Jimmy there. Just before we start, we have a tractor run here in Cullen. It's the Sean Loughran Charity Tractor and Vintage Car and Lorry Run. So it takes place in Cullen, €25 per vehicle, registration at 11:30. All air codes, everything is on that. So look at lads, get tractors, lorries, get all these charities, always very good. And don't forget also that over the next couple of days in Cavan there, we have the tractor and machinery show. Always a very good event there. We probably will tip down to ourselves. If you see us there, say hello, and we'll say hello back. So yeah, look at, we're going to head over there to Manitou first. What's on it, Sean? 6,500 hours on it now. These are the different tyres on it, but we're starting to get a little bit of a rock here on our joints, and while it's not overly bad yet, I think it's time just to get it in and get them done. We've also another issue there with the boom. We have either a bushing gone on the back of it, or we have a worn pin, we're not sure. But we're going to have to take the boom out and take the pin out and just check to see whether it's a bushing or a pin. Hopefully now it's nothing major, because there is a lot of grease in around it, but it's obviously not getting to the right point. So we'll check all wheels, front and back, because it's on concrete nearly every single day of its life, and it's always going to have a little bit of wear on it anyway, so it's probably a good time to get it in. I think it's maybe time to bring it out and give it a good wash on.
Good wash, yeah, like 7, 8.
Bring it back in, because it could be here for a couple of days, depending on where parts are. So yeah, look, we'll just give it a complete run through now that we have it in, because we don't get them in very often, the Manitous, and when we get them in, we just have to do as much as we can, because they're generally coming in screaming looking for them again. So we get this one done, we get that pin sorted there, and then other few jobs, and that should leave it right. We have taken this pin out now. This pin is off the secondary or compensating ram.
For your bucket angle to hold it.
As you can see here now, with the shine on it,
there's a bit of wear there.
And it's...
That's the bottom side. That's on it that way. So that all the load is in this area here. But you can see there's a slight lip on it. But the bushing itself, there's a bronze or brass bushing, I don't know which, and it's well hammered.
So that should be a 50mm pin, that's it?
That's reading just under 50mm. 49.9.
And if you can come in here close to the Cahill, you'll see...
There's half a mil wear, pal.
On the actual... Nick, have you a light there? Just
yep. I'd have to put... Is it out far?
See what that...
Well, I bend it out for you. It's more obvious when you have it sticking out. If I can get to go out. There, see now where it's flattened. See there? It's spread. From up here is actually better. You can see the bushing is hammered.
Yeah. So that's just that pin out. We have to take that one out anyway, and then we have to take out this main pin here.
Yeah.
So
which is the tricky one.
This might be a bit of a different job here, because we have to
safety
lift the boom up and can we lift it clear?
Well, just up above that.
Yeah, you only have to
just up above that line there. Now hoses look to be slacking up. I was on to Jordan middle out, and he was saying you don't have to pull the hoses up.
Yeah.
Well, we pulled two there because we couldn't get the pin out.
Yes, you would have seen from the video there the way the play was in it, and it was front to back, and obviously a lot of play on that there. So it'll be just interesting when we do get it to see.
Yeah. Another thing we did too, it has level and position sensors here in the back. We took them off because that thing could go anywhere.
Yeah.
Now we have it strapped in the front on the forks. Yeah. We're going to put another one there on that hook on the boom.
Okay.
And then we're going to put a bit of strain and see what happens.
Okay, right, that'll do. So we now have the pin out. Took a little bit of persuasion. The lads are after taking it out. They're just gone on another job, but they had to make up this kind of a pin. And of course the big sledge always comes into play. Pin out. What's it like? Well, it's just, might be a slight bit of wear on that side of it there. We might be lucky enough to get away with it. But definitely when you look in here, Cahill, you can see on that back bush in there, do you see the way it's nearly yet away completely? Now it's just gone, and on that corner. So that will definitely have to be replaced. And if we can take the pin and slide it in, you can see bit of weight in it there. See even the play that's in it there now. So that is definitely our issue. The bushing on this side, whereas the bushing on the far side looks an awful lot better, but we'll just replace the 2 bushings and we'll check the pin there just to see how bad it is, but just might be lucky enough to get away with it now. We're not sure yet. Well, John, how are we going here?
Yeah, no bother, yeah.
So, as you can see, Hitachi is back on the road again and John B is testing her out. No problems, John?
No, not so
leaks?
far. No leaks, no. Fair play to the boys.
All the jobs are done.
Yeah, she's tight again. No bother on it.
So we can't blame John. John will get her going here now.
Yeah.
All cleaned out. Just doing a few small jobs with there now when we have it. So, lovely little digger, isn't it?
It's a great little digger.
Yeah.
Might get her off now and get her a bit of paint on her.
Maybe my call might give a bit of TLC, but we just hadn't got time with the last one we had it in. But we will get to it now.
Yeah.
Sean did give it a nice clean.
Yeah, he did, in fairness.
To him now, it's windows are clean. And
fix the tracks and all.
fix the tracks. So he's a happy man. Small over here on our Jimmy Jeep. And we are going soil sampling. Alan Tack is going to take it away and do a few bit of soil sampling. But first we want to take out this control unit here that was put in for the slug applicator. We have 2 bolts, one down here which is the one that goes in for the seat, is it, John? Yeah.
It is, yeah.
And Mick has another one in here. These were 2 that are already in it, and we had a bracket mounted onto that. After that then we have a series of wires, not just quite sure what we have here. Let's see, we have this one here going up to, so that's the receiver on the roof, and then we've one going back looped around here, and it's on this big multi-plug, so we'll clip that asunder and that will release that one. Just put out there, and then it's just this one here. How is that one done, Sham? Lift it up there, the seat, let me see. Here we go. So it looks to be this one here. Little screw into the bag. Oh, here's it, Mick, is all the tie wraps in the place on it here. Give me a snips there, Sean, and we'll clip that up. Slip the wire, through it. Plug is out. Like you good to go? Remember how to hold back there, were you well? So we're just putting the filing touches here to the NC brush. John is after putting the brushes on. We had the brushes in stock and we fitted them. Now we'd a bit of work to do on the actual shaft there
A lot.
as well. Bit of welding to be done with. We've a new bearing carrier and bearing fitted on. Now we see an issue here. We have this on order, and as you can see, the sprocket is completely, well, it's not completely gone, but it's as good as. And then the other result is the chain.
Links are gone.
You can see the play that's in that chain is not good. Now, what happens? The cover goes on and probably the cover never comes off. No. There is a grease point on it here which we can access this point, but then the chain needs to be also oiled as well. So I think from now on we're just going to have to take the cover off and just oil the chain up and do the bearing there as well, and to check in here that there is no other obvious problems there. But that's the way it was. Now it was driving as we know, but with the amount of forward and reverse play that's on that, it's important to keep that sprocket and that chain really good. And it's just one of those things. It's just goes out, it does the job, sweeping up, and then no one ever looks at it after that. No. It's not
No.
And then we get back in here and it's like this. But look, it's that's the older one of the two that we have there. So it's been around for a while, and we get it fixed up. It'll be around for a little bit longer, hopefully. So we've a bit of working on here with the Steyr. Now you'd want a lift to get into this thing.
Well, on that side anyway.
On this side anyway, so we generally don't come on this side. It's just that Cahill is in here doing a little bit of cleaning. What's going on?
Yeah, well, this was the tractor used to draw the sprouts up and down the field, so she's a bit on the dirty side. So I'm going to clean it out, clean the windows down, basically do what we done to the 7, 8, 10. Please watch that video. And yeah, because I'll be sitting in it when it's raging, so I'll want to clean.
And we also need to do a few.
Yeah, I'm going to get Sean to go through the back here. We'll actually do that there now.
Yeah, we're going to grease it up there. All right. So as you can see, Sean is here greasing all. What are you at there, Sean, actually?
Well, Paul greasing up the whole, well, the big stairs I'd call it.
The big Steyr, yeah.
The beast. No, make sure everything's free for cattle. Your stabilisers, especially your link arms here.
Yeah. So you're always going to get a little bit of wear on them anyway. And that has kind of pulling. Now this tractor is in the big ridger, which needs to be completely solid on the back of it. And sometimes you might get a little bit of wear, but as you can see, there's nothing coming into that there.
We'll probably throw a ball in it and see.
Yeah, we'll throw a new ball into it and see what the wear is.
Yeah.
Your drop links then,
Make
just
sure
make sure
everyone's free.
you can adjust them. And inside here, where the stabilisers,
stabilisers.
make sure they are free as well.
Happens.
And always check maybe even the top link ball there is always a good one there, just to make sure it's the right size and that it's free to. It's actually Sean now.
Oh no.
It's not free to come out, so there's a job
That's
straight
not
away
a
for
job,
you. So that can happen. Maybe a little bit of dirt gets into them, because when you lift all these up, you see all the crap there that comes into them there. And the fact that it was in the sprout field just mightn't have added to it either.
No.
So we leave you at that.
Yep.
So we finally put our 2 new hydraulic rams for folding in the Conskilde. It was a little bit of an issue just trying to get the angle correct, that it would full travel and full back, because the wings on this are quite, they're not very wide, and it doesn't just give you a whole lot of throw back. We needed to get them right back in, that we could keep it in line with the edge of the harrow there, which it just about is and no more. But yeah, look, we've no Marco in today, he's on a holiday today, so he has the brackets on, and we just have to weld them on now. What are we going to do here, Mick, as regarding pipe work? What is the simplest
the plan
way?
is 2 hoses out of here. We're going to say just 2 pipes, yeah?
Yeah, because otherwise you'd have 4 pipes, and so they're not going to plug in 4 pipes, so we're going to bring it down to 2 pipes. So it'd be a matter of
Come to
connecting.
here, T-piece, single line up, maybe put a big pipe there, run the hose through the pipe, and then the other 2
come
down
across.
along, another T-piece, another hose, and then you just the 2.
Yeah, so we'll just use the 2 pipes then for folding in and out. We may have to put a restrictor in it as well. We're not quite sure with the pressure, hydraulic pressure. Will it just shoot them out? Or
flow controller.
Yeah, some sort of restriction on
Even put the fittings with the tiny
holes in them, yeah. In here, yeah. Yeah, you'd see them.
The trouble is, you could go too 4 or 5 before you get the right size hole.
Yeah, well, sure, look, we're going to have to try something.
They're probably better than a flower restrictor, because that gets snapped off.
And it will obviously change too with different tractors, if there's different tractors in them.
The flow rate on them.
Flow rate has on them there too, which you can slow it down in the tractor too. But no,
yeah, will they?
Will they? That's always the issue, Mick, isn't it? But anyway, the main thing is that we have them on here now, and we just need to get to pipe it up into the paint shop.
Worst is done. Like, that was the trickiest for him.
Yeah, it was tricky enough. Now, he as we said, he had different angles on it here, and he was.
I think he was having nightmares with it.
Yeah, he was scratching the head here for a while, but he finally got it. We left him to it, and he found the angle that.
It's actually not bad to get in the second set of rams.
Yeah. No, it's a good job. Will be a good job. So now it's time for tips and tricks. Tips and tricks. So in this week's tips and tricks, we are joined by Mick and Sean. Well, Mick, what is this week's tip?
It's just a handy one for pulling pins on rams.
Yeah.
Chisel.
Yeah.
And
so it's working the same kind of principle as a drift or some of those things?
No, you're using the wedge on the chisel to push the pin out. Once you have a cap on the pin, which we have here.
Right, well, should we show us that they are working?
Can you see there, Carl? Wipe it out. Once you get it to move, you can usually go in down with a jemmy bar. Like so. We're going to have to pull them pipes anyway. Yep, that's going to come. We'll have to get the hose off. So we're moving anyway. You can see the shine there of the pin.
Right, okay. And then another tip then is here with Sean, because with these 6 hydraulic pipes to take off, it's no harm just to put a bit of a cable tie on them.
We don't want to mix them up.
No.
When we're going back. Although, to be fair, they're in a fair line, but it only takes a minute as well working.
Yeah, he put the coloured cable ties on it. Always handy to have a pack of them around the place.
Yeah.
Just to keep everything in order. So that's it for this week. So last week's mixed mystery tool was in fact a stud extractor, used mostly where Mick?
Sheared bolts, blocks and heads generally. Also, sometimes you can get a dowel out of it. You know the way you're locating dowel for a cylinder head or stuff like that. And it can be used for that, if you can get a grip.
Okay, so the first three correct answers were Gerard McCarthy, Dylan McCormick and DIY Creations. These lads are constantly commenting on, so well done lads, obviously well flued in. Mick's going to just demonstrate how it's going to work here.
I haven't got a sheared bolt at the moment, so I'm just using it on a ordinary bolt. We'll see if we can shear it, I don't know whether I will or not. Basically, the grips on that and the grips in there bite on the stem of the bolt. Push it into it hard, and hopefully it'll grip.
You just hadn't got your wee big stair this morning, Mick.
I did, I had my porridge.
Oh, had you?
Is it slipping on? Like if you got that with a stud in a block, you'd end up having to put a bit of heat on the stud, soften it, and then go back at it.
Yeah.
Take it off and let's have a look there.
I'd say it's going to shear.
Oh, it's tuned. It is actually after twisting it.
So as you can see here, it's after twisting the bolt compared to the head of it there. So yeah, it does work.
Yeah. No, it's good when you're in a tight spot.
So in this week's Mixed Mystery 2, we're going to talk about hammers. We have 5 different types of hammers here on display. Name each hammer and also what application would you use them for. And if you have extra points for guessing the weight of this one here, which is obviously a sledgehammer. And if there's any other hammers there that you can put into the list that you use them for in other applications, throw them in as well, lads. So best comments will be on the board next week. So the best of luck. So that's it for this week's Workshop Wednesday. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the videos there, comment what you want. We will get back to you. Yeah, so from everyone here at Finnegan's Farm, we'll talk to you all next Wednesday.